Hello, everyone. Good evening. I welcome you all to the Longrich sales training on the 11th of August on a Wednesday. It is Zipono Gambula, for those who don't know me, a stockist at the Longrich business. I trust everyone is having a great evening and I hope you can see me. I've been having a little bit of trouble connecting this evening. I hope everyone is ready to be empowered. I hope everyone is ready, to learn and be empowered on this platform. Let's wait for a few people to join us. I recommend that you share the link on your statuses, on your social media pages. Um, Hi, Evelyn. Hello, Richard, all the way from the USA. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Evelyn from Zambia. Let's just wait for 2, 3 people, then we can go right ahead. I hope you guys are excited as I am tonight. I hope you are excited as I am tonight, and we have to measure, the impact that these trainings have been doing to us, or rather for us. Welcome, Makakanyo. Welcome, Sisi. Go ahead and share this live broadcast on your statuses, be it your WhatsApp, be it your Facebook. Let's get everyone to be part of this great sales training. It is not by might, nor by power that I'm here, but because of my Savior, I am empowered to empower others. Hi, Gugu, welcome. Please let me know if you guys can clearly see me. I've been having, as I mentioned earlier on, I've been having, difficulties in actually connecting. I'm going to be looking off the screen every now and then as I'm using more than one device to actually keep track with you guys. And I don't want to leave you behind. Hello, Ileana. I hope I'm saying it right. Welcome, my leader. Welcome, my leader. I hope you are ready to be empowered. Go ahead and share this live broadcast on your social media platforms, be it WhatsApp, be it your Instagram, be it Facebook, wherever you are able to reach more people. Thank you, Google. I really appreciate it. All right, without wasting any time, I thought today, let me not start a new topic because I want to interact with you. I want to know if these trainings have been impactful, with you guys. We've touched on branding. We've touched on branding in the previous weeks. We also touched on positioning. We also touched on the one that was very, very interesting, which is very dear to my heart, customer retention. Remember, I said there's a whole lot to learn where the customer retention is concerned. There's a whole lot of info that we can carry on and unpack it, week in, week out, day in, day out. There's so much to cover there. So let's interact. Talk to me, guys. You're more than welcome to ask questions. I'll be able to view on the text message box. I'll be able to view your questions there. I also want you to add, if you are someone that has been actually applying what we've been learning here, and how has it changed your business. I can tell you for myself, it has been working really well for me. Remember, I said you can never say you know everything. You learn as you grow, as you meet people, as you interact with people, as you're reading, books. You are able to learn. And able to grow your knowledge as well. So these trainings have really been empowering me, because whatever that I've been reading or whatever I've been teaching you guys, I've also been putting it into practice. And I must say, it's been really phenomenal. It's been working really great. My sales have increased because I went back to the basics. Remember what we said last week, or our topic for last week was reintroducing the business concept. I took that and I applied on myself. I applied. It's just like it seems like a certain bulb that was off has been turned on, because I've went back to the basics and I'm applying exactly what I know and what I learn on day-to-day basis. Hello, Mr. Allen. Welcome to our sales training. As I have just said, for those that have just joined us tonight, I would like us to interact more, to talk about how the trainings have impacted your business, be it positively or negatively, or the hiccups that you have come across as you move along into the business or on your business. I want us to really measure, because in network marketing we say you are never, even though you are here for yourself, but you are never alone. So there's no point in us continuing doing the trainings and introducing new topics without seeing the results. And the only universal language that we are able to understand each other, that we are able to relate on, is PVs. That's it. Ultimately, what our universal language is the PVs, and we want to see a change in that, because PVs are money, right? PVs are the points that we make. PVs are what actually the driving force behind our business. So I'm waiting for questions. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to add as well. It might be some things that you have known, but maybe there was an aha moment for you where your light bulb was switched on. Because for me, like I've been saying, customer retention was mind blowing for me, and myself. This is something that I've always known, right? This is something that I've always known, but I was reminded, right, of how actually the business is done, how I was reminded of the core of any type of business, that it is sales. Whatever drives the one thing that drives any kind of business that a person is in is sales. It is the heart of the business. So if you master that correctly, I tell you, you will multiply the numbers, like I've been doing in these weeks. It's only been 3 weeks, and I've been seeing a whole lot of change in my business and how I actually convey the message. And funny enough, on a Thursday, every Thursday morning, it's like a Monday for me. Every Wednesday evening, it's like I can't sleep. I'm ready to put what I've been talking about into action. All right, there's a message from Tanya Boyson. Welcome, leadership. She says, these trainings has helped me a lot, leader. I have been having sales every week so far with my team, slowly but surely picking up again. Well done. I am so happy to hear that, Tanya. And the only way you're going to measure, the impact, it's by seeing the results. Are you applying the positioning? Have you positioned yourself well enough within the industry? Are you branding yourself? Are you visible enough? I was so happy today to hear Leader Refilwe has received her stickers. The stickers have been working like a magic, guys. I've shared that with you, how I've been using the stickers on each that I sell. Be it one loose tea bag, it's got my name and number. And you never know who might pick it up. So let's put those into practice. When we work, when we're doing exhibitions. Let's wear our shirts with pride. That's the other thing that I got, that I have derailed from a bit, when it comes to branding. Wearing my uniform, if I may call it that, for people to see that I am representing Longrich, and I'm not shy to be known that I represent Longrich. So if there's anyone with the questions, Mr. Cargo G, welcome. I see you there. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions for me, or some insights into sales. If we can speak of one person, I know there's a whole lot of other people that are out there that are touching their businesses, but I happen to work with Mr. Cargo G very close, and I'm seeing and admiring his work. He's more of an action guy, Others, they love to talk. He's more of an action guy. So once you you learn something. Hi, Google, welcome. Once you learn something, what we're teaching on our trainings, it just apply, just like your Nike say, just do it. You never know what you're going to get out of it. All right, without wasting any time, there's 3 points that I would like to touch with you guys tonight. And it's something that you're probably going to think, Zippo, but this has got nothing to do with the sales. But let me tell you, sales, as we have said, it is the heartbeat of your business, right? Not only network marketing, right? And as we have said as well, you always need to find ways to improve your sales technique. Remember, we said the sales is a skill that can be taught, or is a skill that can be learned, right? And the way that you get used into doing any particular thing and mastering it is by doing it repeatedly, right? When you're doing it repeatedly, then that's the way you're going to get yourself used to it. People like me, I'm hungry to get no's because I know there is no smooth road. There is no smooth road, and other people think I'm crazy. I feel, I almost want to say I'm anxious to get a no because I know the no simply means not yet, and the no is a step closer to a yes. So let me quickly get through these no's so that I can get to a yes. So once you start doing and pitching your sales, once you start doing that, continuously or repeatedly, it's gonna become a part of you. It's gonna live in your DNA. No one is gonna tell you no and you move away, right? No one is gonna tell you no and you move away. You remember I said, be like a little child. Be like a little child. Ask why until the person you are pitching to cannot give you a reason to say no anymore, right? And that is the technique that I've always known. That is a technique that I've applied yet again since this is my fourth week. This is my fourth week doing the training since the first training, and I can tell you now the team is growing. The team is growing, and also going back to the customer retention, going back to the people. I cannot tell you how many people from my team that have reordered again, people that were just silent members. They have ordered because I remembered that I need to apply what I learned. So without wasting any time, leaders, thank you, Malingisa. Welcome. Thank you very much. So if you guys have got any questions, for those that I knew, we've touched on branding, we touched on positioning, we touched on customer retention, and the last week one, which was very powerful, we talked about reintroducing the business concept. So I need you guys to interact with me, to ask me any questions, then I can share my knowledge so that I don't leave anyone behind, so that we are all, sitting at the driver's seat, we are all driving our businesses. Because let me tell you something about money, right? Money comes and money goes, right? And just like life, if I can put it like that, life has got ups and downs. Life has got its high peak and its low, and its lows as well. And that's how you need to treat your business. What do I mean by this? When you are hitting the low times, right, you need to have a stable foundation. Your foundation needs to be so strong that you are already fully armed, for the low times, right? That's why I say to people, when you're getting into a network marketing business, yes, we might have the one vision or the one goal is to make money. But what about the things that are going to help you? What about the things that are going to help you to actually retain the money, to actually retain your customers? So you need to make sure that your foundation is stable, just like a house. A house, it can be a 3-story or a 4-story house. It is dependent solely on the foundation. So yes, leaders. So these are the things that we need to learn. This is the information that we need in order to equip ourselves, so that even when the storm comes, we are rooted. We are. I think I'm preaching. I said earlier on, I think I'm going to preach in today's training, but it's part of sales. We need to be rooted. We need not to be shaken. When I got my previous job, which I did exceptionally well, the motive behind when I got there, when I was asked what I would like to do, what I would like to get from the job or from the company, I said I wanted to travel. Like my dream, basically, my dream was to travel the world. My dream was to travel, and see the world. And guess what, ne? By merely me being consistent, being willing to learn and applying what I learned, God gave me that. I cannot tell you how many trips I've won. And it was solely because I was teachable, I was willing to learn, I applied, and I was consistent and respectful. You know, I can name all of those things. So those are the things that I say one needs in their success. Even if it is money that you need in this business, even if it is money that you need are you equipped enough? Are you equipped enough? Is your knowledge powerful? You know, your knowledge of your products that you are representing. Guys, the time for you to think that network marketing is a quick reach business is gone. Is gone. SD Vivian Mugome has always said this: network marketing is a profession. Why am I quoting her? I'm quoting her because I took on that. But I spent so much time asking myself, why is this person saying this? Why is this person saying network marketing is a profession? Is it because she's got a degree? Is it because she's qualified? You know, she's got a degree, to her name, or degrees. You know, and the more I spent time in investing in myself, be it the sales, be it product knowledge, be it whatever training that I'm being equipped on, and I really saw that, you know what, this is a profession. This is a profession, leaders. So enough about you thinking that this is money will come. Money will come. So yes, I've been teaching on branding. I've been teaching on positioning yourself. I've been teaching on customer retention. I taught also on reintroducing the business concept. Have you applied that? Now the question is to you: have you applied that? Excuse me. Have you applied that, leaders? And if you have applied it, what have you seen? Have you seen any changes? Because I've got this big step, that I want to take. I want us to soar now. I want us to soar. I want us to get on the flight to actually soar on our business. But have you applied what I've been teaching? Have you applied what Coach Pulane has been teaching? Are you attending the trainings? Only 1 to 2 hours of your time every day. Are you giving it to your business? Are you giving it to your business? So I'm waiting patiently for your questions, or the hiccups that you have come across while you were busy, trying or implementing the strategies that we have shared here. And then I've got just a few things that I would like to share with you guys. So if you've got any. Yes, Leader Pulane, network marketing is a profession in the first world countries. Time we caught up. Yes, Leadership Pulane. Yes, Coach, that is so true. That is so true. And the minute you apply, I said to this one leader this morning, she was telling me sort of like feeling down, where things were not going her way in her business. And then she said to me, and I hope a lot of you are going to learn from this, because that's what I'm doing and it's working for me. She said to me, yeah, but I've got this Leader Zee, right? Leader Zee, I've been placing under her. I've been doing this. At first she was promising, but now she's not, she's not coming to part. And you know what I said? I said, run the business. Stop running the face. Stop running the face, run the business. So if you guys can actually take that and run the business, you will go very far. Favor will locate you from places that you don't even know. You won't even know how you got to that. Yes, we are still in sales training. Favor, it is part of sales training. Yes, this Coach Pulane is saying, Coach Zee, I'm learning a lot, especially with your strategies. A lot is happening, which will be shared very soon. Thank you, Zee. Thank you so much. I want people that have got hiccups, I want help. I'm here to solve the hiccups that you've had. Even though maybe you might have thought that you are Miss or Mr. Know-it-all. What have you learned? Hi, Ida, welcome. What have you learned? What have you learned in the past weeks? Or what hiccups, because it's talking theory is one thing, but putting the theory into practice is another thing. So I really would like to know what you have learned. Yes, Leader Pumelele, we are done with running the face. We run the business. Friends, good friends are formed from business, not other way around. Good friends are formed from good business, or rather business. So yes, tell me, what have you learned? Oh yes, good news. Oh wow, I want a piazzi. Someone please pray for this leader. He's busy advertising his business. That's a strategy as well. Actually, let me applaud you. That is a very good strategy, but it's rather not a very professional way to do it, because now we're gonna just delete you or block you, you know, and not have. But I like that. I like the guts on that guy. If you guys can see on the message box what he's posted, you know, as a salesman, never lose an opportunity to preach your business, to pitch your business. Never lose an opportunity to pitch your business. I've touched on this, and that's exactly what that guy is doing. Okay, Leadership Pulani is saying, I must please help her with cold calling. That is my problem. Okay. Cold calling. Thank you very much for that. And I also love cold calling. I also spoke to one leadership lead, who called me on this, specifically cold calling. All right. Cold calling. It doesn't necessarily mean calling a person, you know, using a phone. It doesn't necessarily mean using a phone. Cold calling, it's any interaction you do with that person. Cold calling, it's an interaction whereby you are creating, you are creating an atmosphere for the person to actually find interest in what you have to offer, right? So cold calling, the person never came or never approached you as a buyer. Now you are, on the other hand, wanting to get a sale from this. So you are creating the environment that this person actually needs this, right? And I said to you guys, when you are doing cold calling, you need to be able to have a point of departure. I said I'm going to take you on the flight one of these days. Okay, so you need to have a point of departure. You need to have, you need to be clear, firstly, about why you are doing the call. Are you doing the call? Are you interacting with this person because you want this person to purchase from you? Are you interacting with this person because you want this person to be your business partner? Are you interacting with this person because you want, what do you want? What is the end result that you want? All right. So you need to be clear with that. Once you are clear with that, then the responses that you're going to get from this person are going to lead the conversation. But make sure that you are the driver. How are you the driver of the conversation? Right? I said you are a driver by giving the client or the person that you're selling to two options to choose from. Or let me put it in a more better way, asking closed questions. You need to ask closed questions, right? You need to ask closed questions. When you are asking a closed question during your conversation, a client is forced to actually choose one of the two. I've worked at a restaurant and I've learned this trick at a restaurant, and I was very young. You know, I had just, I think I was still, I was doing my first year, and I was still, very fragile, and in this world. And I think most people have worked in a restaurant, and if you haven't, please try working at a restaurant. You learn a lot from there. But nevertheless, the skill, I also did very well there. Like the things I did with my tips were very good, for the lack of a better term, for my age at that time. So, but how did I make money, right? And this is something you will hear as well now if you go eat out. You are never offered, the minute, let's say you order a medium rare steak, right? The choice is always, a waiter will always say, would you like cheese or pepper sauce? Right? Would you like cheese or pepper sauce? That is a closed question. That is a closed question. The answer to that question is either going to be cheese or pepper sauce, or no, rather give me monkey gland or whatever sauce. Right? Unlike you saying, would you like a sauce with your steak? The answer can easily be no, thanks. Can you see what I'm getting to? So when you're doing cold calling, make sure that you focus on the closed questions, right? When you're interacting with your client. And then also when you're doing cold calling, as I've said earlier, on the point of departure, always find a similarity, right? Something that you can actually connect with this person on a personal level. I think I've touched on this, right? Find something. Let's say now you when you're doing cold calling, this is the other important thing. I know we might take it for granted in our business, but it applies, and it applies in our business. Like, like we need to do this. Do your homework about the person that you want to do cold calling to or with, right? Do your homework. That way you already know, like, especially if you are recruiting this person to be your business partner, right? On Facebook, on social networks, people now, you can actually say, okay, by their post, this person is a mother, or this person is a wife, or this person is single, or this person likes to party, or whatever. You can see by the post, right? So by the time you are talking to this person, you have already found a common ground, or you have found your point of departure. How you actually going to speak to this person. That is very important. So cold calling involves a lot of homework, right, my coach? A lot of homework, and how you ask the questions to the client, and the responses that you get from the client. It's what's going to determine the outcome of that call. All right. So if you are, say for instance, you are selling a pie cup, for instance, a pie cup. You've already done your homework. You can see this person is a person that works out a lot and whatnot, right? Or you have read a post where she complained about something that you've got a solution for, from our products. So you can comment and reply. That's what I do as well on social media, even though I don't follow a lot of people for a reason. But anyway, that's what you can comment by responding with your product. And people publicly, they will ignore you, and there is a time that they will come back to you, and that there is a time where you would actually inbox them. So I'm just going to share with you something that I've learned in the past, which is something that's totally it's different from the kind of business that we are doing, but I think the concept is the same, when it comes to cold calling. When I used to sell vehicles, can you believe that I used to go to a mall, right? Go to a mall and I would find vehicles parked, right, outside. I already knew, even now, the way it's so stuck on me, I already knew by looking at the number plate what year model the vehicle is, right? I would take the number plate, even if it's at a service department or wherever, any interaction, any opportunity that I would get to get a number plate that is 4 years old or 5 years old, because I already knew, right? Because I made it, I wanted to learn, and I knew what to check for, to know which number plate is which years, right? And I would take the number plate, and then I would do a customer history, right? And I would find the customer's details, and I would know this client has done their services, or they skipped their services, or I'd get some kind of information. By the time I call that client, there's already a common ground. Mr. So and so, this is so and so from Volkswagen, or sorry, from whatever brand, right? And I would tell them, this is so and so from this. Already there's a common ground. Already there's a point of departure, right? This is what we should be doing as well. Remember, I said your customers, your first customers are your existing customers. And I'm repeating that. Your first customers are your existing customers. You've had the range. Okay, let's talk. Yeah, here's a great the great example. You've sold a toothpaste to this client, and this client all of a sudden didn't want the toothpaste. You've been doing your follow-ups. They didn't want the toothpaste anymore, saying no, they haven't seen the results, or for whatever reason. Now you've got the artemisinin. And this has happened to me. That's why I'm actually picking on this example. I've got an artemisinin toothpaste that has just launched. What's stopping you from calling that client and introducing them? Already there's a common ground. Already there's a relationship. Already there's some sort of something that you can conversate on. you know, and I sold the Artemisin toothpaste, and the guy actually prefers the Artemisin toothpaste than the other one that we've had. All right. So customer retention again, customer retention. The people that we have sold pie cups to last year, do they have new filters now? Last year, this time we sold pie cups, or the year before, or whatever. Do they have? And I tried that again at the exhibition that I've been having. I tried that. A customer said, I've got it already. The pie cup, I was trying to sell the pie cup. It's like, I've got it already. I'm like, oh, really? That's nice. When did you get yours? And then she told me, and then I'm like, oh, but did you know? And then she's like, yeah, you know what? My daughter is even using it now. So let me get another one. Can you see? Just by being informative, just by sharing the knowledge. Remember, I said, if we continue sharing, like we start caring and nurturing our clients, money will follow. Remember, I said that on our first trainings. Money will follow. The client bought the pie cup. And can I tell you something? That client is our business partner today. 2 weeks. It took her 2 weeks to actually decide. She bought the pie cup the first 3 days, or it wasn't even 2 weeks, man. But now it's 2 weeks, 2 days that I've spoken to her, and now she's our business partner. She's our business partner now. So can you see what I'm saying about customer retention? Can you see about what I'm saying when I say, let's apply, let's implement? And the nice thing now for me that is making me or my business to go very well, it's because whenever it's like you guys are looking at me when I interact with the clients, especially on a Thursday. It's like you guys are looking at me like, am I doing what I taught other people to do? You know, and the response is so great. The people are responding. I see you guys are not experiencing any hiccups on your journey to applying, or you're not applying at all. Or you're not applying at all. That's why I don't see any questions from you guys. I really thought you guys would, you would have, or don't you know how to you can actually put it on my WhatsApp. I've got all my devices. You can actually send it on my WhatsApp as well. If you are shy to ask for those that have got contacts, my contacts, if you are shy to ask on this platform, and as a salesperson, you can't be shy. Practice. Practice. Yes, Leader Nwabisa, do your homework, cold calling, ask closed question, and following up on your customers as well. That is good. That is very good. All right, leaders, there's a few things that I would like to actually share with you, right? I don't know if I should give you a few minutes because it's it's 20 to 8 now. I really wanted you guys to ask me, some few questions. I'm really hoping that you are learning and gaining a lot from these trainings, and the most important, I really hope you are applying them. I really, really hope you are applying them, because that's where the meat is. The meat is at actually applying. The meat is at leading others like you would want to be led. The meat is at leading others the way you would want to be led. Be the leader that you want. Be the leader that you want to other people as well. Every time you do a reflection on that mirror, stating, okay, I, Zippo, I am success, I am a hard worker, I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this. Those affirmations that you do, are you getting that from your business partners? That is also very important. Remember, we said network marketing is not a solo game. It's not a solo game. It's a game that needs effort. It's a game that needs unity. It's a game that needs working together. Hence, I said when I spoke earlier on, don't run the face, run the business. Okay, without wasting any time, there's another question. Do you have any tips on building the confidence to approach people face to face? That's my biggest challenge at the moment. Thank you very much for that question. All right, to answer that, practice. Practice builds about confidence. I can tell you now, from the first day I did this live network train, this sales training, from the first day I did it to today, my nerves are calm. Like I'm so calm, even though sometimes it wouldn't show to you, but now I'm more relaxed because I'm getting practice of doing it every week. Consistency, consistency. When hence I said to you, leadership, if you remember, we said have a target. That's also going to be another driving force for you. Have a target of how many people you want to talk to in a day. If it is 10 people that you're going to talk to in a day, right? Talk to person number one. Person number one must be at least someone that you know, right? But you don't know via Longrich. Someone that you know, be it someone you don't have a relationship with them, be it at school, be it in an office, be it at wherever, varsity, wherever, someone that you know, someone that you've seen before. Because they're not gonna crash you, like that. So it must be that. And then before you speak to the second person, ask yourself, what have you done wrong? Do an introspection. Or rather not what have you done wrong, ask yourself, what can I improve on if the first person has said no? So what is it that I can improve on to the next person? And you do that, leader. So start small, start with 3 people or 4 people. Me now, if I've got a target of 10 and I've spoken to 10 and I didn't get a yes, I can until I get a yes. I carry on until I get a yes. So you will get to that point as well, right? And then, okay, here's another question. I hope I've answered you. If not, I see you also have my number, so we can take it. There's another, oh, I want to see this. Okay, 8 months ago, I was selling products to a friend and explaining the business opportunity. She's so impressed with the products and results and is going to join at the end of the month. She already has 15 people interested. Well done, Leadership Rueda, my Stockfeld partner. I like you. I can already see who I'm seeing at the top. Well done. All right. So you don't need, yes, I don't need it, coach. Thank you so much. That was very powerful for the anion strip or an ion strip. Okay. Here's another from Coach Judile. Welcome, leadership. I'm so happy to have you here. She says network marketing is not a solo game. Yes, my leader. Indeed, Leadership Zee, it's all about building with the team, building your team, empowering and growing with the team. Perfect, perfectly said. Okay, here's another question. What can I do to bring about unity in my team? They hardly recruit and never reply to messages in the WhatsApp group. How can I motivate this team? Thank you so much. I'm going to respond to you by experience. What I'm trying to say, ignore them. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Ignore them. Ignore them, ignore them. Start working, you will see they will follow tune. The problem with that, a lot of people that don't understand what the business is about, they think they are there or your business partners to ugunyusa. I don't know how to say in English, to actually push you up. It's only because they lack knowledge. They don't understand that the business is a pull business. And also the other thing, some people are introverts. They're not able to talk, in a group format. Talk to them, chat to them on the side as well. This is something that I have applied and it's working. But remember as well, while you're doing that, which is also the mistake that I did, don't babysit people. Don't babysit people. Be there to assist when help is needed. Because some of the people also leave their jobs because they are tired, like myself. They are tired of being told what to do. So if I've got this manager, manager that I see now all of a sudden is the manager in my group is telling me what to do, then I won't receive it well. So remember, you are dealing with a whole lot of different people. Try and find what they like. Yes, I know in our business it might be tricky because you're not the one that's bringing everyone, but trust you me, the people that you have brought yourself, the people that have been brought, but the people that you brought are the ones that would actually tend to relate or to interact with you more than the ones that you brought. I read something where it says when you want to grow a successful business, go to a place where you are not known. Whew. So now I'm talking about those business partners that don't want to work, that know you. Go to a place where you don't want to know. So ignore them. They are running their own business. Your whys are not the same. They are here to get 100 Rand a week. They are getting the 100 Rand a week and they are happy. You wanting to get 5,000 Rands a week, go get the 5,000 people to get you the 5,000. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Hi, Larry. Welcome from Rudderport. Yes. So they are not there to push you. They are not there. That's the mentality that they have. They think they are there to push you. But you, because you understand the business concept, don't run the face. Pull them. Pull them. Pull them. Favor will come from all directions. All right. Some people are really introverts. You know, those ones, learn to deal with them on the side, but they will contact you as well. You know, they will approach you as well on the side if they are not comfortable speaking in the group. I also noticed another thing. I know we don't have much money to do such things, but it's something worth doing. Sometimes it doesn't even need money. I went out with the team, right? It was a mix of people I know and people I don't know. And I opened another WhatsApp group for that team. And I'm telling you, the spirit with those people now, it has been uplifted. The one lady said, yo, you know what? I'm scared to speak in the bigger group. I feel now I am safe here. So sometimes if you've got your leaders, you know, try and get them to and gather together. It can be for a soccer game, a game of soccer or whatever, you know, anything that doesn't need money. It doesn't have to be eaten out or whatever, right? So do that as well, you know. Try to get, you know, that unity, you know. All right. Okay, there are a few things before we run out of time. There are a few things that I would like to share with you guys. It's something just a little off the topic, but it's something that's definitely going to help you. It's something that is needed, right? It's something that is needed. Okay, what I want to talk about now, I want to talk about you having your personal mission statement. Each business, isn't it? We said we are running a business within a business. We just have been given the tools to actually run, you know, with the business. We've got the marketing done for us. We've got the product produced for us. We've got labeling done for us. We've got branding done for us. We've got incentives that, you know, to pay us, to pay us for what we are supposed to do, because we get paid. Remember that as well. We get paid already for what we are doing, and yet we've got incentives. So you've got all of these things, right? So now I want you guys to, this is a task. I know some are going to do it, some they're not going to do it. It's fine. Some they already have. Because you are a business within a business, I need you to do a personal mission statement. I'm working on mine. It's definitely not something that you're going to do overnight, right? A personal mission statement, it's not something, it doesn't only build your character, but it also bears it. All right. And like it lays it bare, if you know what I mean. Right. Champions, they write their own story and they continue to do the things that make their stories come through. So if you are saying that you are a leader, or if you are saying that you are a champion, or rather be a champion in your space, write your own story and continue to do the things that will make your story come through. A personal mission statement, it is an affirmation, philosophy, and a purpose toiled into one. Affirmation, philosophy, and purpose, all of those things, that's what defines the mission statement, right? It is an opportunity to bring goals into focus, right? And you transfer your ideas into the world. That's what a mission statement does. Okay, that's why each and every company that you see has got their own mission statement. What is your mission statement as Uziko? What is your personal mission statement, right? It is your chance to write your own legacy. I know I might be sounding too deep now, But when you're writing your own story, when you are sharing your own story, when you are sharing what you are about, it can only be unique. It can only be unique. It can only be you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the things that there's a post that I wrote where it talks about leadership being a responsibility. Leadership is not power. Leadership is not power, leaders, right? So you need to be able to define yourself. What are you dedicated to? What is your service to others? How will you strive to get better? Are you innovative? Are you able to define your commitment to others? Are you even able to define your commitment to yourself? That is what your mission statement is going to help you to do. It is not something you can do overnight. Like I said, this is something that you're going to have to take, even if it's a week or whatever, because whatever you write today, I'm sure by tomorrow when you're reading it again, you're going to find something that sits more closer to heart than the ones that you've already written. Okay, so write it down over and over again, and when you've got the right perfect personal mission statement for yourself, then you're going to know. All right. So also your mission statement, your mission statement, it needs to follow you everywhere. If you look at companies, that's where they would have it on their business card at the bottom, or they would have it on their signage. You know, when you walk in, you've got the name of the company, and then you've got their statement there. Why are you not doing that? So I encourage you to do that. You need to post it everywhere you can see it, anywhere you can see it. The reason for that is it's gonna help you to stick to it, right? To stick to your personal to your mission statement. It's gonna help you to live by it, right? It's going to help you to live by it. So I want to urge you to do that for yourselves. I want to urge you to do it's something. I'm also busy with mine, and like it has I don't know, man, more than building a character. Like, it's helping me to know who I am, to know my worth, to know what I'm about, to know what my commitment to the others, right? So do that for yourself. You might think it's not to do with sales, but when you think of a mission statement, you think of words like integrity, you think of words like persist, you think of words like dedication, you think of words like all these nice good words, and those words you would find them in sales. You would find them in sales. So when you think of a personal mission statement, you can even think of words like health. We're in the business of health. You can think of enthusiasm as well. Those are also part of sales. Those are part of leadership on Yeziwe. Those are part of the things that build to your confidence as well. When you know who you are in whatever that you do, you are not shaken when the storms come. When you know who you are, and when you know your worth, you are not shaken. You are not taken for granted. You don't follow, you lead. You don't follow, you lead. Even if you have one follower, you continue to lead, because your vision, your mission statement, defines exactly that. It defines you. It defines what you are. So I want to urge you guys. When you've got something that you live by, for yourself, not the company, not Uzipo, the leader in Longrich or whatever. When you've got something to live by for yourself, your personal mission statement, you can never go wrong. If it must be your screensaver on your phone, do that. If it must be the whatever, if it must be the note you see on the roof, on my roof, leaders, on my roof in my bedroom, I will show you, I'll take a picture. On my roof, a year and a half ago, I pasted that thing, or maybe last year, I think it's a year and a half ago, because we've had COVID. I've pasted another I don't have to mention the name, but another I don't know if it's a X or an SD or whatever, but I pasted an SD's commission that she showed me. And I said, when I said I will not back up on my business until I end it on weekly basis. So even when the storm comes, right? Even when a storm comes, I think of those things, the promises I have made to myself, not what the other person has made, because trust me, I've also been made promises that were not kept. But because I have made promises to myself, I fly, before the flight takes off. Before the flight takes off, it first drives, isn't it, on the ground, So I take that as my steps. Remember, I said I'm gonna take you on a flight. I'm so excited by our next topic. Like, it's giving me goosebumps. I want us to soar, leaders. SOAR. But in order for us to soar, we need to have a stable foundation. We need to know who we are in this business. We need to know what we are about. We need to know what we possess. We need to know what we want. What are our visions? Remember, we spoke about visions and goals and said there were two different things. Remember, we said that. So we need to be able to differentiate them. We need to be able to distinguish the difference, like between the two of them, and apply. So my message for you, in all that I have said today, there are two other things in what that I've said that I want you to take home tonight. It's your personal mission statement. It's going to build you. It's going to build your character, and it's going to lay it bare. Everyone is going to see, everyone is going to know what you're about. Just to share a little story, I know I talk a lot. Before I get off, I was in a cab today, earlier on today. Now this driver says to me, okay, can I chat to you about something, if you don't mind? I was like, okay, go ahead. Then he says to me, okay, I want to ask you, if you were in a position where your family practices different beliefs from you, and you are expected now to put in money or whatever into saying that this belief that you don't believe in is successful, how would you handle that? Right? I spoke, I said, I would do this, I would do this, I would do this. And then while I was talking, I was like, no, Zippo, stop baffling. I said to him, if your family knew your beliefs and knew who you were in your beliefs, they wouldn't even think about talking to you about something that you don't believe in. Ha! Am I teaching somebody? So you need to be known. Like, when people want to come to you to introduce you to a business or whatever, they must say, yo, unenkani. Or no, you're that one, you're Mtana to Longrich, or whatever. Sorry for those that don't understand my Xhosa. But be known for something. Know what you possess. Value yourself. Know your worth, leaders. There's something that I want to read to you. I'm preaching. Listen. I'm going to go off now. I promise you. There's one thing that I want to share with you. Like this thing. Oh, wow, guys. The higher you want to climb, the more you need leadership. The greater the impact you want to make, the greater your influence and your effectiveness need to be. Hey, I'm leaving you with that. The higher you want to climb, the more you need leadership. The greater the impact you want to make, the greater your influence and effectiveness need to be. I thank you very much, leaders. For those who don't know me, my name is Zippo Nokambula, a stockist from the Eastern Cape. I am here to serve you. Thank you so much. I really hope you have enjoyed it. You must have yourself a great evening. Let's go out there and apply. Let's go out there, look at ourselves in the mirror and preach, and talk how we want the world to view us. We are the winning team. We are taking this business far, very far. We're taking it very far, and it only begins with you. Thank you, leaders. Have a good one. Thank you.